just in case you've not seen this. Congrats, you are now the proud owner of a Magic 8 Million Ball, the Game Changer for the undecided, and the Ball Buster for the unmotivated. Ask me a question, and our Mega Polygon will emerge from the depths of endless possibility and smoosh the face of suggested action into your corresponding ocular ibis. Note, ask your oh-so-important question once and only once. Asking for second opinions unleashes the hounds of torpor. Good luck. Sample question 1. Should I ask for a raise? People like drag queens, not frost giants. Cultivate attitude, not altitude. Should I break up with my toxic partner? Oh, did you lose yourself at toxic? Want to take my hand and help me find her? Sample question 3. Do you really think you can help me in my hardships as an AI who basically gambles the right letters in the hopes of sounding coherent human? You got me. There's no winning with you. Ooh, look, I appreciate you. I really do. To be honest, I think your hot takes are just what this regime needs. The world needs Neharia. Go back. Go now. Spread your word. I got your back, bro. Sorry, I'm feeling a bit headachy.
Created by Simon Bubb introduced Flow2 to the power of 31x, 10R, where R is 1 if you receive this through a messaging service, or else 0T is the smallest positive integer such that 2,370,000.
Does what?
I am going to repair a relationship with a friend I have not seen in 6 months. Is there anything I... Well, thank the faces of weird medieval southern gods, you're finally here. Guess we would have waited forever if you know. Huh? You don't know? Okay, friends. Mind telling where my manners went? Haha, besides clearly now somewhere between the infinity of time and space within this quaint relationship roulette wheel home. Well, let's get into it. There is no gift too small when it comes to supporting our favorite bear Archie. We both crossed the treacherous sands of time and space after you first told us about this ex-partner of yours. You would get reunited but not weakened when sure 0 plus 0 still equals nothing. We thrust you into the very center of an imaginary cubicle operating theater where sharp word knives, old books on dermatology, the needle of the loudest sound repeat offenders do their dirty work. Defensive wounds becoming more apparent with every circled word and soon to be neglected injury. You So does that mean the odds don't look good? Bear, now she was a little too excited. Kinda remind me of you around folks you dislike but you'll end up having to put up anyway. You. Oh, she's excited, alright. I'm thinking she'll try to make a grand entrance of sorts if you know what I mean. Scratching neck bear. How unfortunate. Why not have her enter right as my speech starts then, eh? You. On second thought. 2 to 5 minutes freeze. You. Can we try again tomorrow? Scratches neck bear, as in throw a coin in and try again? That'll cost W. I thought you accepted offerings. Pulls coin out of pocket. Bear, Tabney all have a price. Sit. Pose. You toss 3 coins in front of bear. Whether rift from the lofty peak of an ivory claw 300-year hewn staircase or more realistically shaking before a shabby amusement arcade cabinet machines dazzle the eye and empty the pocket, your actions start a transcendent spiral, sending shockwave after shockwave through rhythmic pockets of time, space and dimension. A superposition of synchronized cueing sending ripples through macroscopic life. Can I hang out with my friend and repair our friendship, or at least begin to? Hope for a temporal incongruities in the making, although not here. There be none 0.000000001%. Now where did I put those Chinese bowling balls? Did you or the bear survive to tell the tale? Quintessence bellow in tragic unison that chaos is coming and echoes scour all shadowed realms. What is the best possible result if I go now? Vacillation strong enough can create combustion heating value through diametrical polarization. Is this what you had in mind? The bear is old news. It's all about me now, the broom collector states. Cling on to hope, dear mortal. There shall come a day where the fruits of destiny fill the voids of collision. For now leave the bear to his own mess. You are content with the freedom that you have. What does the bear signify again? You keep on remembering that, but then you forget again. Pretty annoying. I am a stoner. Don't judge me. A rotting mouth attached to a fucked up skeleton is cursing an innocent chair because his farts contain bubbles. All you know is, you are about as high as a kite who could probably outfly a plane if placed in front of an airport, and really hungry. Someone should invent chips that can be eaten while stoned, opening up a whole new market of gassy space monkeys or something. One day you will know. You forgot what you were doing. Trying to get you to tell me what the frickin' bear signifies. You educate your wife to the powerful smell of coffee drifting in from over the mountains, where a volcano keeps an eye on things surrounded by miles and miles of lush forests which get denser as they near the underworld. A river thunders along far down below, finding a village and then carrying on to the sea. A few people are out there walking, but at this distance they could be ants. Might as well be. You turn to leave. Time for existentialism, everybody. You make your way to your friend's apartment and ring the buzzer. It is probably the best night's sleep you've had for years. When you wake up a couple of hours later, still lying halfway on top of the sleeping girl from last night, the morning sunshine coming through the window. Despite everything, last night really was one of the most fun nights out you had in recent memory, and the ringing sound right by your ear was the most annoying alarm clock in the world right now. You sound with a tightly wound blankie around your hand. Roll over and say, good. But snails and puppy dogs' tails. The story of your life has not yet been written, and it would be bad form to start it with a trite piece of claptrap. Like all broken things, doing something so mundane as sleeping and will make up for it. You sleep like generations of Dickens.
I had paleo, I'm sorry.
When you wake, you stretch out the door, turn on their television and go to the kitchen. One of them starts whistling while they make breakfast. eggs, toast, bacon and beans. Before you chew your first mouthful, you watch what they're watching. You listen to them, you see and hear multitudes streaming down a broken road that was never paved and screams alone with colors into the sky. You say I didn't know they made Gravity's Rainbow into a show. The boys on the television agree, and it's hell of our time. One of them chimes in after swallowing the latest bite of their breakfast, the glazed look of bliss somewhat over-exaggerated for sake of the cameras to create some scene that is entertaining, but at this very moment, you could not care less. You are simply hungry and this type of treat seems unknown, soft, partly creamy, almost moist texture, salty and sweet. Hard caramel butt, mayonnaise center. There's a grab bag full of eccentric and horrifying candy. The third doctor sits in his many-colored coat and bagwig surrounded by 20 different clocks whose hands point to countless numbers in the blink of an eye. He is often credited for bringing the show back into somewhat of a rational playing ground after the dark age that Jackson Laviolette left it in. But Jackson loved putting shards of glass in your soft egg yolks, so who's to say? You the chocolatier that made these intrusions? Mounds are usually pregnant with alien messages, but of indifferent purposes to the savages who find them. You have been dreaming ever since you have been there, but these nightmares have made you an unmanageable charging hazard, you might say. Time you have received their dreams via their brains to keep up with the ever-growing need for information. In older times they used math and sciences, but now they dream. Cuisine. With many parallel dimensions colliding into one another, you have been a plethora of stars and themes that are and could never be seen anywhere else. They gifted these dreams piled upon each other upon you in harsh doses, filling you to the brim with useless information. You make use of the useless. Your senses are now to comprehend several mediums of communication at once. You listen to their chattering with your ears and see their hand motions with your eyes even after they have left the room. Already you feel like getting up and doing stuff so that you fulfill all your round A purposes in life, but then again before you forgot, you fell in love and now excitement tries to build itself up inside. The first synth star was captured by the pressmen on Sunday. You say, okay, I am satisfied with these consequences. I'm headed out to meet my friend. Thank you, Magic 8 million. There is really nothing much to do today around here besides the usual first of the month Struggle Event episode 13 release party we're putting out. It's just like any other day except this time they tell you they know you've been sick by the way. You look and implore that maybe sitting down for most of the evening wouldn't hurt. Before they give you your ticket when you finally decided to ask for it, one with a clouded name puts her hand on your shoulder and says, you came to my benefit gala looking like that and smelling like this? And her finger weave its way down to the pile of hair and mucus beside your dress shoe and then drag up the pads of your sore eyes. Still, if you say you are happy and satisfied with the clear improvements you have paid for, then it will be okay. You say, and how? Funny should be playing tonight. You've been looking all afternoon on how Head do the chicken thing when naming people and all. Maybe he'll even simplify it and name drop you. That's a funny joke. A shame they banned criticism in the efforts to uphold conventionalism, otherwise Jacksonville News 1. Just he was an anti-fun cynic of the lowest kind. Anyway, that was really the only highlight of your week.
And that was fine. I'm done.